Dar MMA back with another video. Today I'm going over my UFC 314 predictions. This is a banger fight card. I'm actually going to go to this card in person, which I'm very excited for. Please like and subscribe this video. I appreciate it. Thank you. Starting off, which fight do I want to predict first? I'm going to predict Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper. I'm a big Chase Hooper fan. Big Jim Miller fan too. Think his longevity is very inspiring, but I think Chase Hooper is going to get it done. And I don't think it's going to be the fight everyone thinks it's going to be where Chase Hooper just submits him. I think Jim Miller is a tough guy to take down, kind of. And Chase Hooper he's still kind of bulking up and adjusting to lightweight. I think Chase Hooper is going to show off his hands, and I think it's going to be more of a stand-up, like, not boring fight, but kind of a boring fight where Chase Hooper dominates the striking and gets a win by a unanimous decision. I think it's going to be 30-27 on two judges' scorecards, 29-28 on the third judge. I just think Chase Hooper is going to show off his improved striking because at featherweight, honestly, we can all admit his striking was not very good, but I feel like he's made vast improvements. He looked good on the feet in his last fight, and I'm excited to see him perform. As for Jim Miller, respect. He's coming in, fighting all these young guys. Big respect. Moving on. Dan Ige, I don't care about, but I'll predict the fight. Dan Ige is going to beat Sean Woodson. I just don't think Sean Woodson's on the level of Dan Ige. Dan Ige has to stay ranked number 15. It's just like the prophecy of the UFC. Dan Ige will be ranked from number 10 to number 15 forever. But I do realistically think, honestly, the prelims, like, they have big names for prelims. Like, Yan Janan is also a big name. Hooper, Jim Miller. But, like, why do I have a feeling they're all just going to be boring decisions? Tell me I'm a casual for that. But Dan Ige has looked pretty, like, he's just looked Dan Ige as of recent. That's the only way I can say it. Wins a few, loses a few. He's just Dan Ige. I think he's going to get this one done by 29-28 decision in classic Dan 50K Ige style. Moving on, Dom Reyes versus Nikita Krylov. This is a good fight. I got Dom Reyes comeback, bro. I can't lie. I think Krylov is really good. Like, wait, let's go into the stats on this one. This is an interesting fight. Krylov's good. Similar leg reach, similar reach. I just think Dom Reyes is just a level above him, and I think, let's see the odds. What are the odds? What are the odds makers saying? Okay, no odds, whatever. But I just think Dom Reyes' striking is really good. Krylov, really good jiu-jitsu guy, but I don't know. I think Dominic Reyes is going to find a way to get the win. He's kind of looked shitty as of late, as always since the John Jones fight, excuse me. I don't think he's gonna win, but I'm delusional. Kind of wanted Dom Reyes come back. Honestly, the more Dom Reyes loses, the more it makes John Jones look bad. But I'm not that much of a John Jones hater. But I got Dom Reyes. I'm gonna say Dom Reyes gets a KO. I can just see the Miami comeback Dom Reyes storyline. I don't know. I just have a feeling. No logic behind that pick, just a feeling. This is where we get to the big guns. Yair versus Pitbull. I'm picking Pitbull. I don't care. I think Yair is one of the most overrated fighters in the UFC. Last two wins, Josh Emmett and Ortega via injury. Let's just remember that. And he's ranked number 5. The Josh Emmett win was on the Volk versus Makhachev 1 card in early 2023. Last win for Yair Rodriguez, by the way, ranked number 5. Ranked above Brian Ortega, who in Yair's last fight, he lost to Brian Ortega. I just think Yair is not. I think Yair should be ranked like number 12 or number 10, bro. Like, I don't think he's top 5 material. I think Pitbull is gonna, like, dominate him, basically. I think Pitbull's gonna dominate on the feet. I just think Yair is good. He's unorthodox, but he's not great. He's not really technical. He throws a lot of cool shit, which is why people enjoy him. People are fans of him. People like to watch him. But I just think his skill-wise is extremely overrated. And I'm gonna say Pitbull drops him, but Pitbull gets it done by decision. Because Yair is a tough guy. He doesn't get finished very easily. Volk finished him, but not like Holloway couldn't do it. And Holloway, we've seen Holloway's power kind of shine in his last few fights. But I'm going to say Pitbull by decision. Next, Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Look, I do think Carlos Prates is overrated, but I just think Jeff Neal's old, and he's going to keep it on the feet where Prates is good, and Prates is very powerful. His cross, super powerful strike. I just think he's going to find a way to get Jeff Neal out of there. Do I think Jeff Neal has a good shot at this fight? But I think I'm going to pick Carlos Prates is going to KO Jeff Neal. I just think Prates is superior, powerful, more powerful on the feet, good chin, younger. I just think age is going to play a huge factor in this fight. Jeff Neal's taken a lot of damage in the Shavkat and some of his last few fights. I just think Prates is younger and just more powerful. Okay. Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. Look, I'm going to pick Gene Silva, but why do I feel like Gene Silva could low-key get fraud checked, bro? I feel like we just haven't seen enough of this guy against high-level competition to be like, oh, he's going to knock out Bryce Mitchell. Am I going to pick him to knock out Bryce Mitchell? Yes, I am. But I don't know. I could very well see Bryce Mitchell shocking a lot of people and wrestling Gene Silva to a decision and winning. I just could see it. Like, first, I don't know why I could see him just go on his Ryan Garcia arc and just like everyone thinks he has CTE, blah blah blah. Oh, the demons are coming, and then he just like has a great performance, wins by decision. But realistically, Gene Silva will probably win by KO. Because Gene Silva's power is crazy, striking's crazy, fighting nerds, not much to say. Him and Prates, two super powerful, good strikers. I'm going to pick Gene Silva by KO in round 2 officially. This is where I'm going to get controversial. Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. Oh, wow, Pimblett's the favorite. Okay, I guess I'm not getting controversial. But I got Paddy Pimblett by sub. I just think this is what's going to happen. Michael Chandler's going to come out athletic. I think he's going to like suplex Paddy Pimblett in like the first 30 seconds. Mark my words. If you're still watching this video, mark my words. Chandler's going to go for a takedown and like suplex, like pick up Paddy Pimblett and like slam him viciously in the first like minute or two. And I think everyone's going to be like, oh, Paddy's a fraud, Paddy's a fraud. And then I don't know why, I could just see him like either locking up a submission then, or he gets up, they start striking, Chandler's kind of rocking him a little bit, Chandler shoots another takedown, and Paddy like locks on a guillotine or a triangle and just gets him out. I don't know why. I could just see Chandler like trying to be smarter this fight. He's like, oh, I'm going to mix in my wrestling, I'm going to try and be smart. And Paddy just like locks up a submission off his back. I could really see that happening. So, oh, excuse me. Or I could see Paddy just like, definitely see Paddy dropping Chandler. Remember, post Gaethje, Tony Ferguson dropped Michael Chandler. The guy does not have a chin by any means. So I'm going to pick Paddy Pimblett by submission. Wait, this is 5-rounder? I'm going to pick Paddy Pimblett submission round 2 or 3. That's my prediction officially. I don't think Paddy has a good chin, but it's like getting hit by a guy like Michael Chandler when you have your chin in the air is dangerous. Like I could easily see, I don't know why I could see Chandler just like head kick knocking out Pimblett, which I really don't want to happen. I think injecting Paddy Pimblett into the lightweight top 10 with like Topuria, Holloway, Gaethje, like it would be so entertaining, bro. Like Michael Chandler's never gonna fight Gaethje, Poirier, Holloway, all of it. None of those guys are giving Michael Chandler a fight. I'm sorry, unless he like steps in against Makhachev. If Makhachev's opponent drops out on short notice, that's the only way I can see Chandler fighting up in the coming years. Conor McGregor's running for president. You're cooked, buddy. Wasted 2 years of your career. So I got Paddy Pimblett by submission round 2 or 3. Next, Lopez Volk. I got Volk masterclass. That's all I gotta say. Volk by decision. I think Volk is gonna take down Lopez early and like kind of find his footing. I think he'll be kind of nervous. He got knocked out in his last 2. He'll be like timid, similar to how Usman was against Leon in the 3rd fight, but I think it's going to be less so because Volk's taking a lot of time off, and also Volk is like, I think Volk will be able to impose his wrestling. He's never fought Diego Lopez, that's why it's different, and I think Volk will be able to impose his wrestling really well against Lopez, and I think in the later rounds we'll see Volk start to strike and get comfortable. I'm going Volk 48-47, 49-46, 49-46 decision. I don't know. I can't talk today. Decision. That's my prediction. I just think he's going to mix in the wrestling early. Lopez is going to be like reacting to everything Volk's doing. Maybe he'll be able to steal like the 2nd or 3rd round. But I just see Volk imposing his will. And even in the striking, I think Volk will be able to like dominate. I think Lopez will get tired by like midway through round 3, after like round 4, Lopez will start to gas, and I 100%, if it goes 5 rounds, Volk is winning the last 2 rounds, and I know he'll win one of the first 3. That's my prediction. Thank you guys for watching. Those are my UFC 314 predictions. See you guys soon.